Hello my friends, welcome to Been My Pleasure. My name is JC, joining me today is Hector, and Hector is going to give you some tips for advanced tips and gratuities. Hector, thank you for joining us today here live at the Attic via recorded message in Phoenix, Arizona, the Arcadia District, 44th Street and Indian School. It's home of the best burger in Phoenix, some say the world. You will see soon. Because all guests who join me here at Been My Pleasure receive one burger and beer for appearing on the show. Thank you so much for joining us, Hector.
Of course. Well, thank you for having me there, JC.
My pleasure. Well, this segment is what I like to call the Tips for Tips segment. Do you have any tips or advice for our servers out there that can help improve their gratuity and tip share at the end of the night?
The best thing you want to see in a server, no matter what you do, is you got to see confidence. No matter what, the thing is to deliver everything before it's asked for. Say someone wants rest of their fries, someone wants a little more ketchup, someone wants something just out of the blue. Give it to them before they ask. So right there, no matter what, they can't have nothing to complain about. And we tip on. You tip on according to service, to customer reaction. That's just about it. Yeah. I just don't know. What about yourself, JC? What do you usually do?
I also like to make sure that they get things before they need them. Anticipating guest needs is a huge thing. Going back to what we talked about in our previous segment, I would definitely try to bring a fresh beverage before their beverage ran out. And I certainly wouldn't want to use their old glass to bring them a new one.
Right.
But anticipating guest needs is a huge one. We've talked about this in the past with other servers. That you brought it up again. Napkins. People ordered ribs. Make sure they have napkins and wet naps before they get there. Make sure they have a disposable plate for all their bones. For example, if they've ordered a big steak and you feel that they might enjoy some steak sauce, then by all means bring out some A1 or Heinz 57. If you've if they've ordered a Bloody Mary, bring out a small plate with some extra lemons, limes, and celery stalks on it. Maybe some extra Worcestershire and hot sauce, so they can hot it up and spice it up as much as they want. Anticipating needs is the number one. I would say the number one thing for a server in order to become a better server is anticipating the needs, which comes with experience. We talked about timing in the past and knowing how long cook times are in the restaurant so that you can order food at the appropriate intervals so that they come to the table at the appropriate intervals and there's no overlap in service and no delay in service between courses. So yes, anticipating needs is a big one. Is there anything else that you can think of that you do specifically for any particular guest? Is there a specific guest that there's something you do specifically for that guest that might help?
Oh, of course, pretty much. Whenever I start off, I say my name, obviously. I'll start off with, hey guys, today, how we doing? I'm going to get them out and do a big Bud Light and iced tea. And I'm right there, since they get an iced tea, I ask if they want a lemon or a lemon. Right there, you're right on track, because then you ask for a couple more lemons. Later on again, just keep, this is the way I do it.
Do you want a lemon or a lemon?
Oh, yeah, do I want lemon or no lemon?
Oh, lemon or no lemon.
Oh, yeah, the thing is that people have allergies these days to...
They're allergic
to everything these days. Gluten. Terrible. Yeah. Terrible thing.
Do you ask guests about allergies?
I do all the time. I'm like, hey guys, today, just in case, that right there has a little bacon, is that okay? Hey guys, that has some tomatoes, is that alright? Because people will freak out all the time.
Yes, in the restaurant we worked at in the past, if you didn't advise people that the side salad came with bacon bits, or that if they asked for something, there's a dish, we have a pasta dish that has bacon crumbles on top and bacon in the sauce itself. Guests would ask for the no bacon crumbles. Yes. Do you tell them? I'm sure you did.
Oh yeah, that's what that's why I asked you before, because this right here comes pre-mixed with the bacon already in it.
So basically making connections with your guest, anticipating their needs, being aware of what their needs are. It sounds like everything that a guest would want in a server right there.
Yeah, and pretty much, just ask them, why they're there, what they're doing out and about, because maybe they want to sit back and have a couple beers. Maybe they want to get in and out. That's how I tip off, pretty much.
Time and occasion. There you go. Anticipating needs, time and occasions. Preparing, making a personal contact with your guest. Building a relationship. In casual dining in restaurants, and that's most of the people who are watching this are probably in that experience. Because there's so many of those versus higher end restaurants, and in higher end restaurants there's fewer servers and cooks. The hours are different. So in our target audience, we're here to try to make things better for everybody involved, including the guests, but also servers, cooks, hosts, etc. at all levels. Most of the people watching this are casual dining people. Definitely, they're your big ones. Anticipate your guest needs. Make a personal connection with your guest. Be honest, sincere with your guest, and you should do quite fine. Well, my friends, again, this was a short one. We are kind of wrapping things up. We're really busy this week. We're going into Valentine's Day. This will be aired after Valentine's Day. The next major holiday is St. Patrick's Day. I don't need to really give you any advice for that. In order to make good money on St. Patrick's Day, you need to work at...
Let them drink.
Yeah, work at an Irish bar.
Yeah.
Work at an Irish bar is the number one key. And the other one is to let them drink. Let them drink responsibly. For the restaurant that you're in now,
yes.
I would advise strongly that you adhere to your responsible service guidelines and communicate that with guests, especially the older ones who aren't really drinking heavily. They're impressed. And here's what you need to do, ladies and gentlemen at home who are getting ready for not Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day. Your guests who are drinking on or about that day, especially on that day, you keep an eye on them and make sure that they get home all right. And you let them know that even though they haven't been overserved by you, you are certain that somebody else has been overserved elsewhere by another server, because you know that's happened. Or
going to happen.
Yeah. So make sure they drive safe regardless of their intoxication level, because it's one of the worst ones. It's not the worst ones. It gets worse as we head into summer. Father's Day weekend of all things, and 4th of July weekend are probably the two busiest drinking and driving holidays.
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. Yeah. Do be careful. Convey to your guests that you are concerned about their safety, because you are. And make sure that they get home safely. Let them know that their parting thought as they're leaving the restaurant is their safety, and to get home safely on St. Patrick's Day especially, but on every other holiday as well, or any other time people are drinking, especially around campuses. If you're on a college campus, make sure you let everybody know that there's somebody drinking and driving, because there usually is. Younger people don't know any better. I know I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my friends, if you've enjoyed this content and would like to see more like this, please click on my pixelated friend Hector's face to subscribe to this channel. If you enjoyed what we had to say, give us a thumbs up. If you feel it's starting to get repetitive because we're telling you to be attentive to your guests' needs often, and we're telling you to
Sorry about that.
Sorry about that. Give us a thumbs down. If you have a suggestion that would increase gratuities and tips, by all means, leave a comment in the comment section below. We had a guest on the other day. If you need any pins for work, I've added a new link in the description section. You can check out the Amazon link for 60 pins for $4.95.
Not a bad deal.
If you want to support this channel in that fashion, we would appreciate it. It would give me like a nickel kickback, but I'll take it. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope that you're going to enjoy yourselves in the near future. I may take a hiatus over the next couple of weeks to focus on the season, because it is the busy season here in Phoenix. However, if I do not, then you'll see more from me, naturally. If you don't see anything from me, I'll be back really soon. I assure you that. I promise you that. Until that time, however, my name is JC. I assure you, it's been my pleasure.